Hello people of the internet, it's the Who Gaming here. Welcome back to another video for you guys today. And today is a video type that I don't really do a lot of, and it is a reaction analysis sort of kind of video, that sort of thing, I guess. And I will be watching through Chris from Wrath of Core's spoilery, I guess, teasing of Set 2 video. Now, I told him that I would make this video a while ago, and I just didn't. I had some issues with OBS and my webcam and desyncing issues, and it's still not perfect, but I think it's a lot better than it was. So hopefully it looks good. I don't know until after I've recorded it. And you might also be wondering why I'm wearing a hoodie in Florida. Yeah. Well, obvious answer, it's because it's cold in Florida for some reason. I moved here to get away from the cold, but hey, it followed me. Okay. So we will be watching through his Set 2 teasing video, as well as his Xmas teasing spoilery video, I guess, and analyzing the stuff that we see, and sort of, you know, guess at what stuff can do. Now, I don't think I'm the most educated person on this game in the world. I have watched quite a few of his videos and do know a lot about the game, but I would never, in no definition, define myself as like an expert on the game. But I'm going to give my 2 cents on what I think each teased card will do and how it will play in and stuff like that. So this first video I know is a bunch of cores that are going to be released in Set 2, so that'll be fun, and we'll sort of have some fun guessing at what stuff can do and how I think it'll play in. Alright, so let's switch the camera over and get right into that. Alright, so I fast forwarded just a little bit so that I can actually, you know, get to the video proper and look at all the teased stuff. So let's get right into it and see what the first card teased is. Okay, so it should be coming up anytime now. Okay, so this is the first card that's teased. Are we going to get to see the name before it fades to black? Okay, so this is called the Core of Lost Time. It's a really interesting name right off the bat. That's the first thing I take note of. It's got, what, 6,900 HP. It alters the timeline in such a way that it does not know what it's changing itself. And I can see the beginning of the ability down there. Pick a card at random from your opponent's hand. Do we see any more of that? I don't think so. So going off the start of that description and the fact that it's the Core of Lost Time and it says that it alters the timeline and stuff, I'm going to assume that you can discard a card from your opponent's hand, something along that lines, because that's sort of messing with their plans and stuff like that. So that sounds yeah, because it says that it in such a way that it does not know what it's changing. I think that's how it'll play into the game. I think that's what its ability is going to be. I can't see it obviously, but that's my best guess. Now, how do I think this is going to play into it? I think this is going to make for a lot of interesting deck building. You can make whole decks about just like shutting down your opponent if this is the case, if this is what this card does. You can make an entire deck just about like shutting down your opponent's moves and stuff like that, which is really interesting. And I would definitely that would be the kind of deck I'd want to build. So let's move on. I think that's what the Core of Lost Time will do, and let's see what's next. Okay, Core of the Flame. Okay, so we're not going to get to see the ability for this one because it doesn't pan down, I don't think. So Core of the Flame. It's got, what, 7,100 HP, and its heat gradually intensifies over time with no sign of its flames getting weaker. Okay, so the obvious answer for this is that when it says its heat gradually intensifies over time, that makes me assume one of two things. One is that it can either regen or increase its HP over time, or that it makes your creature stronger over time. That is my best guess, just based on the flavor text there. And Core of the Flame, it definitely looks interesting, and it's definitely going to be useful for a lot of red creatures and everything. So I think it'll be pretty interesting. I would actually need to see what its ability is to really get more of an opinion on it. But I think honestly the artwork is really cool. I think personally. Let me fast forward. Yeah, it's just really cool. It's like a big ball of fire and everything. It kind of looks like a sun. So I don't know if that's gonna play into it. Like it kind of looks like a star or something. I don't know if that might just be me though. I have a weird way of viewing things. but it does look very interesting, and I can't wait to see what it does. So moving on to the next core is this. We do not see the name of it, but it is obviously a I guess a ghosty kind of core. It looks like these are spirits sort of rising up and everything. And I don't know what the core down here is. It looks sort of like it's just a... It looks like that looks like a ladder. I don't know. This bit here looks like a ladder. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if it's just like a ball of... Because what I assume it is because I'm reading the ability here. Play any unit from your consumed pile with a total play cost of 5 or less for free. So it's all about basically the graveyard and everything. So I'm assuming that this is just an amalgamation of killed cards, basically, is what that's supposed to be. But it makes me kind of wonder what kind of killed cards it is, because that's a ladder. I don't remember a ladder in an artwork that I can remember off the top of my head. But it looks like it has 7,000 HP. Now I have no idea what this card would be called. Maybe the core of like Lost Souls. We had Core of Lost Time. Maybe this is Core of Lost Souls. I don't know. But it's definitely interesting. The artwork is really interesting. I actually like how the core isn't exactly the focus of it. The core is just like the core itself is just sort of down at the bottom and everything, and it's like the ghosts, the specters are like the main focus of the artwork. It just looks really cool. So yeah, I'm excited to see what this does and how it plays in. I think it's going to be really useful for a lot of different decks. It's going to really increase deck building options, so I'm excited to see what it can do. Yeah, so that's about all I have to say for this one. So moving on, what's next? We have... Oh, how far are we going to zoom out before it fades? Oh, that's about as far out as it's going to zoom. Okay. So, this is obviously an ice core of some volition. It's really cool. This is another one where like the core is just sort of in the corner, and it's the attributes of the core that are more pronounced. So 7,500 HP, and the cold can snow. Is that what that says? I can't tell if I'm reading that right. The cold can slow even the greatest of beasts. Okay, so judging by that, I think that this core, which I don't have a name or ability for, is going to in some way weaken your opponent's cards. Probably their stronger cards, because it mentions the greatest of beasts here. So that's my guess. I don't know. I could think of a number of names for this core, but I don't know how accurate they would be. Maybe like the core of frigid ice, the core of the winter. I don't know, something along those lines. But it's definitely very interesting, and I can't wait to see again what this can do in the game. It looks very interesting. Yeah. So that's it. That's all I got for that one. This one here. This was not even fair. Like we're just seeing. Are we just seeing the description? Oh, that's not fair. Come on. Okay. Let me go back. We're really just gonna see the description of this one. You're not even gonna show us the artwork. That's so teasing. Ugh. I mean, I guess it is set to teased, so I guess that makes sense. All right. Whenever you play a white action card, and oh, I didn't want to go back that far. Okay, whenever you play a white action card, you may charge this core. Okay, so it's obviously a white core, obviously. It looks like, just from what I can see around the box here, is like it's electricity or something. And I think that would make sense given the ability. I think that's pretty interesting. If it is an electric themed core, I would definitely be interested in seeing more of it. Honestly, I can't really comment too much on this one because we don't really see much of it. If it is an electric core, I couldn't even wager a guess as to what the name would be, or the health really. I feel like the health would be a little bit lower because it's electricity. Maybe it's like putting out a lot of energy. I don't know. But yeah, so I think that is the last core in this video. I think that's the last card that's teased in this video. Well, okay, it does say a little bit of stuff. Set 2 is due to be released in 2018, and it will be based on 2 main characters, Leo and I'm gonna guess that says Kirsanth. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that, but just because of the way that it's spelled. And they will be facing off against the elements of the world, which manifested into monsters after Alto's defeat. So if you don't know the lore of Wrath of Kors, I keep looking over there because that's where OBS is. But if you don't know the lore of Wrath of Kors, definitely go check out Chris's channel, and you can see some of that stuff. Because there's really a lot to it, and I couldn't explain it in one video, and I won't even attempt to because I don't know all of it. But definitely go check out his channel, link down in the description below. Both of the videos I'm analyzing are down in the description as well. We will also see the return of 2 certain characters from set 1. But who? Oh, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. The return. So when you say return, immediately that comes to my mind as reprints, but I don't feel like Chris would do reprints. I feel like he would sort of do like more reimaginings. Like maybe, for example, if he brought Rhaenys into another set, he wouldn't. I don't feel like he would make just a reprint of Rhaenys. I feel like he would make like Rhaenys Super Mode or something. I don't know. But I feel like it's not going to be reprints, but like reimaginings of cards that are already in set 1. For the time being, that is all. Oh, come on, man. You can't do that to me. And that's it. Okay, that's it for the video. Okay, so there was a lot to digest in this video. There was a lot of cool cores, and that bit at the end that teased a lot of cool stuff for the next set. But I'm going to be moving on now to his Christmas sort of teaser video, and I'll see you guys there. So here we are with Wrath of Kors Xmas spoiler teaser video. And the majority of this video was actually shout-outs, which was really cool. Which was really cool of him to do. So just the last like 2 minutes is, or not even that, I think it's just a minute of the video is spoilers and stuff. And I know that he talks in this video, but as to not mess with my audio that I am recording, I cannot like listen to it. So I will just be reacting to the visuals that I can see and stuff like that. And I've already accidentally saw a little bit, and I see he shows a little bit more of that ghost-looking core in this video. So we'll look at that real quick. So yeah, like it's the first thing here. So let's see if he zooms out enough to. Okay. Oh, I was right. I called that. I called that name. Oh, you guys saw that. I called that name. Core of Lost Souls. Oh, that's amazing. I'm really proud of myself for that now. I'm gonna be bragging about that like all day. So we can see a little bit more of what this actually does. Okay, so that's really interesting. So it has 6,000 HP, and it says the souls, they're manifesting, which is a really interesting bit of flavor text. So play any unit from your consumed pile with a total play cost of 5 or less for free. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. And whenever either player plays a black unit, you may charge this core, which is pretty interesting. I honestly didn't even know black units were a thing. I honestly hadn't seen any of those, unless I'm just like blanking, but that's probably the case. So that's really interesting. And again, I like how the major sort of focus, like the core itself is actually kind of hidden behind the boxes, which is actually kind of like brazen to do. Like the core isn't the focus of the artwork really, but it looks really cool. Just judging from what I can see, yeah, it does look like it's sort of an amalgamation of a bunch of killed creatures and other cards. A lot of ladders, honestly. There's a ladder there. That appears to be a ladder or a sword of some kind. No, it looks like it's a ladder. It might be the same ladder. It looks like it might be broken. Whatever. I'm focusing too much on ladders. So yeah, this is a really cool looking card, and I think it's going to be very interesting to see. I'd have to wait and see more about what it can do, like, you know, actually using it and stuff. But it does look very interesting. So moving on, I know that this video isn't all core, so there's going to be some creatures and stuff in here. So we'll see that. Okay.
And of course,
zoom out a little bit more.
I'm now going to.
All right. So this is a human here. Okay. So dual blade soldier, very interesting looking artwork. He's got, looks like he has a bunch of armor and stuff like that. And this here, I don't know if this is I don't know if he's changing how he's setting things up or if I'm just crazy, but this looks very, very interesting. Twice the blades, twice the fun. Alright, 1 is a miss, 2 through 5 is a hit, and 6 this unit gains 100 attack this battle. Ooh, that's nice. You want to roll 6s with that. Its attack is 500, its HP is 300. It looks like a very interesting looking card. I don't... Is that a... cloak of some kind, a scarf, or is it? It's a very ununiform, or maybe it's like fire. Actually, it could be like fire because it's not a very uniform shape. And honestly, my my monitor here, it's a TV, so it's kind of hard to see colors on it, right? So I'm looking over here to OBS to kind of see. I guess it could be fire. It could be a scarf of some kind. It looks really cool though. Very interesting. And the landscape is pretty bland here, but I think that's kind of the point. It focuses the eye on the soldier here. That's a pretty neat little perspective there with the legs sort of looking like it's back and everything. It's pretty interesting. This is card number 9. It looks like. So moving on. Let's see what else he's got for us.
Up on the screen.
Recruitment. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get to see the whole card here. I apologize if you can hear my family in the background. It is pretty early in the morning here, sort of. It's 10 o'clock, basically. So, whether or not you consider that early in the morning or not. So recruitment. If you want something from someone, just dangle a juicier worm in front of them. Okay, I could not read that word for some reason because I'm a complete dweeb. All right.
So if you're
Recruit.
still interested in Wrath of Cause and you want
Okay, are we gonna see what it does? Reduce the play cost. Wow, words. How do they work? Reduce the play cost of any one unit in your hand by one element of any color. Interesting. And here we have. I don't know how many more cards are in this. I'm gonna try and get through this as quick as possible because this video is already pretty long. Meadow. It's a terrain card. Oh, that. I thought that was gonna be on the screen for a little bit longer than it was. White units on this terrain get plus 100 HP. Alright, that's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting looking terrain card. And this is this ice one that I really wanted to see. Let's see if I got this one right. I doubt it. I said like frigid, colder. Okay, Core of Frost. Okay, that's cool too. The cold. Okay, so its ability. Any one unit in play has a base attack power of 0 and cannot attack or defend until your next turn. Awesome. So that doesn't just apply to your opponent's cards. Like, I don't know why you'd ever want to use that on your cards. There might be some kind of reason, though. Maybe if you want something to get killed for an ability or something. But whenever a blue unit enters play, you may charge this core. Interesting. Okay. So that's actually really cool. And how many more are there? I'm not trying to rush too much, but this video, I don't want this video to get too long. Peace Fields, is this another terrain? It's a special terrain. Awesome. The unit on this terrain cannot attack or defend and cannot be targeted by your opponents. Very interesting. Okay.
It's just amazing.
A relic.
So yeah, guys.
Relic of some volition that I cannot read the name of yet.
Try and get another video
Zoom out faster!
before the very end of
Okay, Miner Shaft. Fetch me the miners who know what they're doing. When this stack generates an element, you may choose a new color for that element. Okay, so that's really interesting. That helps to add versatility to different decks and stuff, and I think that's it.
Bye-bye.
That appears to be it. So that is the end of the video. So I will now move into my last thoughts. As for my last thoughts, I thought there were a lot of interesting things going on in the video. I thought there were a lot of interesting things that were teased. I really liked the Core of Lost Souls. I thought that was very interesting. I liked the Core of Frost. I thought that was very interesting. And I liked a lot of the like relics and stuff, and the warrior that was there. I thought there was a lot of really cool cards, and I think that a lot of these cores are really going to impact the game and make it flow, I think, a lot better. And I think one thing that I was really interested in was that Miner Shaft card. I think that that's going to add a lot of versatility to a lot of different decks, and I think that's going to be really useful. So I can't wait to get my hands on some of those. So all in all, I'm really excited for set 2, and I think it's going to be really awesome, and I can't wait to get my hands on some packs. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling up to it. Definitely check out Chris's channel down in the description box below. Go check out his channel and subscribe if you like what you saw here. And if you came here from Chris's channel, make sure to check out some of my other videos. I've got a Portal Let's Play that's just started and already finished, just not uploaded. So this time you know that it's going to be finished before you start. And I have a bunch of videos on my game that you can check out. Quest TCG, check those out. They're all on my channel, and you can check them out, and they're really cool. I've got some cards up here too. I got some cards just lying around because that's how I roll. So I hope you guys enjoyed once again, and I'll see you guys next time.